What's up, everyone? Gids here for another video on Crystal of Atlan, and Hex Chess Queen has just released today, and a lot of people have already started clearing it. In our server, particularly, I think we have around 240 clears already. So if we get to 1k, this is definitely gonna get easier. But for now, for people that are struggling and actually want to clear Hex Elite or Hex Queen Elite, right? This video is for you. So let's go. Pew! So definitely Queen Coronation right now is pretty hard, not in a sense of mechanics wise, but in survivability and DPS checks. So if you do not have carries in your team like 60k and above, like 4 people 60k and above, this is going to be a really hard run for Hex Elite. But if you just want to clear solo you need like 40k power, and then story, it's doable with 45k to 50k power members. So like 4 members in your team with 45k to 50k is doable on story. You can also get away with 3 carries and 1 alt here. So yeah, it should be doable. But when it comes to elite, really, it's hard. It's hard. Honestly, it's hard. So it's still pretty early on because again, we are still waiting for all the buffs, and all these numbers should go down. Like it should get easier as soon as your server clears it 1,000 times. But right now, the requirement is around 50k and up. Not even 50k, maybe even 55k right now. But again, as long as you have a carry, not a carry, 4 carries that can help you through this content, then you should be good. So there's like going to be 2 roles here when it comes to clearing Hex Elite with 4 carries and 4 supports. By supports, I mean the people who are getting carried. So it's not about the classes. So it doesn't matter what class you are. You should still follow this advice right here in terms of your ultimate skills. All right. So first things first, if you are a support, here's something that you have to look at for your configuration. Right. So first thing is you need to get this skill right here, this ultimate right here. So you actually have to downgrade your ultra awakening skill right here and get this thing right here. The reason why you want to get this skill right here is because it's going to be used to destroy crystals. The crystals that seal your abilities when it comes to Queen Coronation. Okay, so what you want to do is to partner up your 4 carries with your 4 supports. Okay, so 1 carry has 1 support, and the main role of the support player is to survive and destroy the freaking crystals that seals abilities. And your DPS can basically, they have the option to either take this skill right here as well for the low cooldown and for survivability stuff, or if they just want to deal massive amounts of damage, they can just go with their Ultra Awakening as well. Okay, because the crystal is supposed to be destroyed by the support. If they have 2 abilities right here, so they have to be saving their ults every single time, and every single time save their ults for the crystal or for survivability to survive certain attacks. Okay, so that's the only time they have to be using ults. Also, another one for support players is you should have a DPS pet equipped. Well, not everyone's gonna have Tatsumaki, so this one is a free-to-play one. I think ideally you want to have it level 5 on the ult so that it gets to deal damage on the crystals as well. Alright? So yeah, that's pretty much it for supports. I'm going to put down this skill preset for sideguard supports right here in the description. So if you are a sideguard support, you can use this one. So again, maybe you get carried 40k and above. It's possible to get carried with 4 carries that actually know the mech, but you also need to know the mech yourself. Okay, so we're gonna go through a run that we did. Well, the only run that we did where I actually got carried hard. Okay, so this is our run right here. I'm just gonna do commentary on it because this is a recording. So yeah. All right. First things first, right here, as soon as you start, this is where you split up with your partners. So you can see here, there are 4 pieces on the board. Okay, so you have your pawn, bishop, your rook, and your knight. Okay, so you want to partner up again with your carry. So one person on the knight will partner up with the knight because you guys will be destroying the same crystal. So the support should be, it's actually much easier if all the carries stand on one side and all the supports stand on the other side. Okay, and then that way you get to understand or you get to know who's standing on what. And again, main purpose of support is to destroy the crystals. Also, don't forget your food buffs in here because that's what everyone's been doing. Just eat your food buff. Like you get your damage, your elemental, and then your survivability buff. So that should help a lot in this content. Where you get your title. It's a content creator title. Tayo na para mag-swipe ng card. Swipe is crazy. All right, so you all get spawned in the queen room or the boss room right away. So this is like an early introduction of the mechanics here. So you get to jump on the ice walls, and then firewalls over here is just something you can jump on as well because it just goes up and down. These walls right here, you can actually triple jump. If you don't know how to triple jump is basically long pressing your basic attack and then using a double jump. You can do the same thing on the firewalls. Okay, on this part, if you guys really don't want to take damage, one person can just move forward and trigger the animation, and no one will be taking damage from the fire. Okay, so we're all in. Yung gear rating ng title is just 500. Okay, first phase right here. All DPS. You can actually damage the boss by flying, and you will not get hit by the fire. You go into the air and DPS the boss right here. So that's what all the DPS players here are doing. Actually, I'm the only support player in here. Everyone else is a DPS. So yeah, if you want to dodge this one easily, just go up in the air and hit the boss with it. That's just an exclusive title. Okay, here comes the first mechanic right here. So this is important again because you see the symbols on top of your head. So these are the chess pieces that you stood at the front or at the beginning of the battle, right? So you can see here I'm on knight. This guy is on bishop. This guy is on rook. So those are the crystals that you are assigned to break. So you must destroy the crystals so that you get your abilities. Because if you look here, all 4 basic abilities are sealed, but your pet ability and your ultimate ability is not sealed. So you can use those to actually help out in destroying the crystals. And especially if you're not a DPS, you use your ults here just to destroy it. And you don't want your DPS to be using their ults here because their ults are much more valuable on the boss rather than on the crystals. All right, so this is also where she does the fire mechanic. So sometimes the floor would also burn, but basically, again, you just jump over these walls right here while trying to look for your chess piece. Oh. Trying to look for ours, but it looks like it got destroyed already, which is good. Okay, so once all chess pieces are destroyed, you have a window here to DPS the boss. I couldn't find the thing. Oh no. Okay, so here this time around, it's not 4 players, but I think this is only 2 players or 2 teams that will get their ability sealed. So one of the teams will be me and my other teammate. So it's just pawn and knight. So again, you have to destroy the 2 crystals. Because if you don't destroy these things, it will explode, basically. Okay, so yeah, we destroyed ours here. The other one is still up, but they should be able to break it soon. Okay. Gonna do the fire. Okay, so this these attacks right here are pretty standard already. Like everyone should know how to dodge them. Like just always try to go behind the queen, by the way. So behind the queen is the safest spot except for the top damage. Okay, so if you're the top DPS player, you always want to face the wall so that when she does the cone ability, no one would be standing on the floor and get burned. Okay, so yeah, you just want to lure the boss to face the walls. Wait, really? What the heck? Need to save heals for everyone. Healing for everybody. There you go. Okay. This is the next mechanic where two players in the team will be transported into a chessboard and you have to communicate with them. Let them know which piece to actually destroy because there will be two bosses that will be spawned on the main room right here and they will not be damaged until the correct chess pieces in the checkboard or the chessboard room are destroyed. So you tell them to destroy the knight pieces and you will start seeing the mechanics of Leotids right here. Okay, so this one differs every single time. So yeah, you just have to communicate, and then after that, there will be players who will be tethered with each other. So yeah, you're gonna have to trip Leotids once again. Night, night, night.
その蹄鉄が土を踏み鳴らす反逆者よこの矛の審判を受けるがよい
Okay, so here we go. So they're doing the mechanics now. So two players are tethered here. So they will have to trip the boss down so that you have time to actually DPS it. Now there's also a timer up here. So this is one of the ruthless DPS checks here because the timer is just like around 1 minute. So if you can't kill the two mini bosses in 1 minute, you actually get a wipe. It's a team wipe. And then two MVPs right here, they actually were able to trip the boss and they were paying attention, which is really good here because look at our timer, 16 seconds left. Nice. Burst, burst, burst. Okay, so next phase now. So after you destroy or deal with mini bosses, now we go into ice form. Ice form is basically the same as fire form. You just have ice walls. There will be pillars of ice that will be dropping down as platforms that you can stand on to jump around the ice walls. Okay, so here we have our ability sealed again. So same thing with the fire form. What the frick? It suddenly changes target. Crazy dude. I'm freezing, I'm freezing. Okay, so here's the mechanic, the ice walls. So if you see the tall walls like this one, it's triple jumpable. So if you can do triple jump, you don't have to wait for the ice to drop down. You can just triple jump and get into the middle and destroy your crystal right away.
うんざりするこの霜がお前たちの墓石だ
Oh shit. Wait, this thing's so stacky. Oh no, I died. Oh fuck. How many rest? 9. Can use one.
危なかった
Okay, a lot of clutch heals happening here actually. So if you're a support site guard, always try to save Soul Link plus Photon Blast combo because in that interaction, Master Devs almost died, Papa Rix almost died. So yeah, good saves from support here are very, very important as well. Okay, this mechanic right here, you can just double jump and stay in the air and you will not get hit by the ice blasts. Right, so these things right here, they will form 4 crystals above you and will hit downwards. So if you're in the air, you will not get hit by this. All right, and then these ice pillars right here usually ticks down, or there will be 3 ice pillars that will be put down. So just keep count. Oh fuck. But I don't have healing.
暗い影が
Alright, she's gonna do the mechanic again. This time she's summoned Ophelia. So again, 2 players will be sent to the chessboard and you tell them that they have to destroy bishop pieces.
王の教えに従う闇沈黙
Also, if you're the ones who get transported into the room, you don't actually have to wait for the comms. Just have to figure out on what Meradia is saying here. So Underworld Shades is basically referring to Ophelia.
永遠の戒律
You have to kill fireballs. Alright, so once the players in the chessboard are finished with clearing the board and destroying the correct pieces, Ophelia will be dropping fireballs and this will turn into the dark mode if you don't destroy them in time, and these can actually pull and kill players, so you just have to destroy it. It's pretty easy to destroy them as well. Just have to spread around with your team. All right, and then once you clear all the balls, then you will be able to DPS the 2 Ophelias here. Again, look at this. Very brutal DPS check. Like, I think this was 40 seconds actually. So if you don't have DPS, this raid is unrunnable. Almost didn't see that. Okay, this point right here, she's going to put down ice blocks and she's going to make the ground fire. So this is, the floor is lava area. So you just want to be standing on ice here. You also want to position some pillars by the queen if you still haven't got her to the HP threshold, which is around 100 HP, I think. So you can actually put down pillars right beside her, stand on it, and DPS her while she's doing the mechanic. Right, so like this one right here. You can just keep DPSing her as long as you're right in front of her.
つまらん遊びは終わりだ。力なき民どもがお前たちと戯れるのはもう飽きた。昇格の主はこの私だ。今もこれからも王国に無限の時間を与えるのだ。そして私も永遠の存在となる。
Alright, she's gonna do it here again. Oh, shoot. Oh, fuck, I fell down. Alright, this is the last part here already, 100x. So she's going to split in two. So she's gonna have a clone. So first clone will be the ice one. So if you have enough DPS, just go for the fire boss. If you destroy the fire boss, the run will end and you will succeed already. But if you don't have enough DPS, you can actually go for the ice first. Destroy the ice version or ice clone and then go for the fire. But yeah, that will take a little bit more time, but that's a safer play. But this one, if you have, again, enough DPS, you should be able to go straight for the fire boss. Ooh. 20x. Nice one. Let's go. Okay, so that's your Queen Coronation clear, and special thanks to our guildies right there. Shout out Exodiac Fleet for actually putting me into their second run. So that was their second run into the game, and I'm the only guy who was at 52k power in there. So hey, we're doing our support abilities though, and I only died once in that run, right? Which was pretty good. So again, big thanks to the people who helped me clear this one. Boss Josh, Wonder, Ranuj, Master Devs, Papa Rix, Zilla, and RRM Plays. Let's go. So again, this thing is pretty hard right now. So you really have to understand the mechanics, what to do in each phase. And of course, try to survive as much as possible and find 4 carries that can help you carry. A lot of players will be trying to carry people. So if you are looking for carries, just try to look into the rankings. So click rankings, click co-op battle, click Queen Coronation Assist, and you will see here, usually top 10 people are the people that will be helping out or assisting. So they usually will have parties. So this is all, wow, all Horizon players. You guys are crazy. And we have our Exodiac members here also helping guildies. So yeah, you can try to slip into some of the parties in here. As long as it's a first clear for you guys, these guys will be willing to help just to get this progress, because once we get to 1k, this thing will become much easier and will be clearable for 50k players for sure. All right, so that's pretty much it. If you have further questions, if you have other tips that you can share about this raid, let us know in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys again next time. GG's.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the